It's video number 7 in our Ecuador series, 2023.
We wake up in a tiny little town called Santiago de Tuinza.
In the Amazon.
Yeah, in the Amazon basin proper. And why did we go there?
Well, Bones showed us this bridge to nowhere that goes from one side of this river to the other side for no good reason. It was pretty fun.
Basically, he said it's kind of a sketchy bridge, and Jeremy went, that sounds awesome. So we went and drove across it, and then we found another sketchy bridge and drove across it, and that was it. But it was pretty cool to be there and to see the actual basin spread out in front of us.
In the morning,
there was reggaeton blasting at 7 o'clock in the morning.
the plan was to ride from Tuinza to Vilcabamba. Bones and Elle and I were riding together, but after lunch, Bones set off back home for Cuenca.
Right.
And we continued south.
Now, we weren't sure we were going to make it all the way to Vilcabamba because it's only, what, 400 and some kilometers?
It's 438 kilometers, but our maps programs kept telling us to expect 8 hours, which seemed excessive.
But it's Ecuador. It's not the same as Canada. So there's lots of windy, twisty roads. Sometimes when there's a big belching diesel truck in front of you, it's not easy to pass on corners. Sometimes there's washouts on the road.
Let's talk about that.
Is this where we're supposed to go?
I think so, but it looks up, right?
Yep.
If I know, Jeremy, like, did the road get washed out, but we can continue, or should we not be here? I'm not actually sure. If you can get over this, there's more track.
Sure, let's go.
Oh my goodness, I might paddle through this if you want to go over. Okay. There's a little bit of animal to help.
Probably should have gone through town, I guess. The GPS likes it?
Yeah, it does, but like, I don't know, man. Too much momentum. Oh, I think I see some pavement down there. What the? Oh, first gear is good for something after all. Oh,
That was weird.
that was weird. I mean, what if there's more? That's just how it is. Okay, it looks like road again.
Okay, yep. Looks like
I had to
we're going
beep out a lot of what you were saying on that washout, Elle. What did you think about it?
I remember that one in particular being significant enough that I wasn't sure if this was some debris washed onto the road that I would cross and then find the road again, or if the whole road was gone and I should have potentially been on a completely different road.
So the roads weren't super fast. They were twisty at the best of times, and they were washed out at the worst of times. Not only that, but we had to stop for some vehicle maintenance on the side of the road. That's a toolkit.
Right, I think I had to do tightening my chain again. This was not the first time. So, I mean, chains need to be tightened. That's normal maintenance, but I did it already in somewhere on the Pacific Ocean. Puerto Lopez.
Yeah, Puerto Lopez, just a few hundred kilometers ago.
Right.
But you're not talking little adjustments here. You were really loose on that Tekken 250.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so I'm starting to worry about how much I'm putting this bike through because I'm borrowing this bike for free, which I'm very, very grateful for. But I hope that I don't do any damage or too much wear and tear on it.
Turns out, because of all these minor delays, we did not make it to Vilcabamba for the night. Instead, we stopped in Zamora.
Yeah, so the town of Zamora was kind of interesting. It was not on our plans to stop there, but it was a fair-sized town between there and Vilcabamba. And I did a little bit of research, and I found a pretty interesting looking place that sounded great. They had bird watching, and they had some forested area up above the town with fabulous views, and it sounded really cool.
Plus, it was an interesting ride to get there.
Yeah, so we went through the town and up the edge of the cliff to find this place, and they were full for the night. So we came back down, no big deal.
and we found a cheap hotel. After unloading our bags, we took a ride to the parkade.
Right, so we did find a place, and one of the things we always ask is if they have secure parking for our motorcycles. And they said yeah, but it wasn't in the same building. So our hotel was here, and a few blocks over is the parkade, and we had to unload our stuff up and down and up and up and down the stairs, and then go to the parkade, but it wasn't a straight shot. There's some one-way streets.
Yeah. I bet you this doorway right here. Okay. Oh, there's not a lot of spots to choose from. Yeah, I guess we'll pick a stall. She didn't say if she wants us anywhere specific.
And we went out for some food, and I think I chose a veggie place that was really cool, and you weren't too thrilled with it because there was no meat and nothing really appetizing for you there. So you went back out again without me after, and I had some quiet time at the hotel by myself.
Some fantastic quiet time.
I had some quiet away from Jeremy time. It was not quiet because what was happening? Some election or something that was crazy. Parades and fireworks and like motorcycles and people and flags and drums banging. It was loud for a long time.
In the morning, we got up and hit the road again towards Vilcabamba. Elle took the lead.
Yeah, so leaving small towns and heading down the road is fun. That's the best part of motorcycling in foreign countries. And seeing the countryside. Cities are complicated.
I think we want to go left here. Can I? Okay. Good thing I'm in the lead.
And if you don't have GPS, it's probably a little more complicated. But if you do have more than one, that adds more complication.
And now what? Okay. It's not showing me what I need to see.
Well, sometimes they don't both tell you the same thing. So which one do you listen to when they're giving you conflicting information about which route to take?
I have it zoomed out for highway mode, not zoomed in for town mode, so I just see a line coming out of the city. It's not detailed enough to show me streets. Okay.
So sometimes leaving a town or getting into a city means a lot of wiggling around and finding where that blue dot finally figures out you are and leads you out. We managed. We got out.
And to the supporters of this channel, thanks so much. Please subscribe. And also, I have opened up channel memberships, Elle. You know,
What?
yeah.
Memberships?
Channel memberships are open.
What does that mean?
Now, right now, that gets you early access to these videos and a few other minor perks. You can check them out in the description below.
What else should people know, Jeremy?
I've got shirts back. I just ordered a new batch of shirts, so check my website for updated inventory.
And what else can we find on your website?
Books, you can find Motorcycle Therapy, you can find Through Dust and Darkness, you can find my first 2 motorcycle travel anthologies, Motorcycle Messengers and Motorcycle Messengers 2. Thank you. So now, out of frame.